So hi, I'm Adi. I use he, him pronouns, and I am an embodiment or somatics practitioner. I had never imagined myself in somatics or in the world of embodiment. I had no idea what it was. I started in this world by needing the services. There became a point where group or talk therapy wasn't working for me anymore. And when I was expressing this to a friend had asked me whether or not I had ever heard of somatics. And from that point, it was kind of word of mouth. I ended up with my somatics practitioner, who I am still with. And so I feel very fortunate and very lucky that my first somatics practitioner was also practicing something that's called curanderismo, which is the ancestral healing practices and cultural healing practices of Mexico specifically. And I'm both Mexican and Puerto Rican. And so it was very aligned and beautifully synchronized that I was learning cultural healing aspects from my own country, my family's home country. The transition from being a client of a somatics practitioner to being a somatics practitioner was very interesting because I had never anticipated myself to become a somatics practitioner. And so my first client was somebody who was like, I want to work with you. And I said, I've done this personally, but I'm not trained. I just started my trainings. I just started kind of getting a better understanding of what it would be like to be an embodiment practitioner / coach. I don't have anything formalized. And at the time they were like, I don't care. I think you can help me. The pieces that I love about somatics and embodiment is working with people, is seeing people fundamentally change. Like the first client that I ever had is a wholly different, just a completely different person than when we started working together, and seeing how they stand up for themselves or they advocate for themselves has fundamentally changed their life. And I'm so proud of them. Because there's nothing more beautiful than somebody saying that they want something and then actually doing it, actually going for it, especially when they're queer, they're trans, and they're a person of color. If somebody wanted to start a career in somatics, I would ask them where they come from. I would ask them the people that they come from, the place that they come from, because all of these practices have homes. Once we can get to the cultural foundation, I think that there is more of a homecoming or a belonging that we can get that is richer and more dense than a certification. And I do think that certificates are important. However, it is just one aspect of this, because these practices have been a part of our cultures for longer than these certifications have been around. And I think finding somebody is serving any type of world of somatic that is only self-serving, that does not bring us back to the land and caring for the land and caring for one another, then it's not somatics, it's something else. I think the one additional thing that I would offer and say is, for somebody who's interested in a role inside of the world or field of embodiment or somatics, is to actually practice first. The day that I stop healing, the day that I stop working on myself, is the day that I will stop holding session for other people, because then I will not know what the experience is like and how it's not this linear journey of healing, that actually it's this other maybe cyclical loop that then you sometimes pop out of and do something else with. And the best way that I've been able to show up for my clients is doing the work that I still am here to do, which is on myself, on my lineage first.